This video will show you exactly how your diet is blocking the law of attraction. I'm going to share with you ways to fix that so that you're actually able to get what you want. Welcome back to another video. My name is Aaron and I help people expand their consciousness. Now in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you all about diet, nutrition, how that affects our mind in a powerful way, and how that affects our own state of being so that if we feel a certain way, we're not able to get what we want. So in many times our diet may be blocking the law of attraction from working. Now understand that with the law of attraction, we always get a reflection of who we are being, that who we are being is a compilation of what we think, what we do, and how we feel. And that these three things are very interconnected with our diet. And think about it like this. In order to act, you have to have energy. You have to feel energized in order to do it or to feel motivated. In order to feel a certain way, there's an intimate correlation between the foods we put into our body and to our emotions. This is something you can learn from the book called The Ultra Mind Solution by Dr. Mark Hyman, about how when we eat nutrient-rich, dense foods, that positively impacts the brain. And the way that I like to think about it is think about it like this. I think about it in the form of an alkaline to acidic scale. Okay, so I personally drink alkaline water. I personally eat a lot of food that keeps me in a more of an alkaline state than an acidic state because I haven't been sick in 6 years, and I just know that when I eat alkaline, I feel good, I have a lot of energy, I don't need caffeine, and it's just something I prefer to do. Now this is the way I think about negative thinking, the law of attraction, and the pH scale. When we are more on an alkaline state, when our brain is focused and really working at an optimal level, that has to do and can be influenced by the diet that we eat. And when we are acidic, think about it in the form of acidic or in like acid, right? The idea is that when we're in an acidic state, we're much more likely to get sick. We're much more prone to diseases or viruses spreading in our body. Think of it like a pool. This is the best example I've understood or I can explain it in. A pool, you have a pool, right? And what you do is you have it, and if it's in an alkaline state, it remains blue and clear. If it gets acidic, it starts to get green. It starts to get things floating inside of it. You know, bacteria is able to spread in a completely new way. And then what you have to do is you have to put in, some type of chemicals to balance it out to make it more alkaline so that you can swim in it. Well, in the same way, our body, if we let it get acidic, things can spread. Things can start, we can start to get sick. Now, think about this. As that happens, that also has a correlation to the reflection we get in our life with what we are attracting. Have you ever noticed that if you become kind of addicted to the negative thinking that you have, that all of a sudden negative synchronicity starts to happen in your life? Well, what if a lot of negative thinking could come from the diet of what we put into our body? A lot of times when people are depressed, that comes simply from diet, it comes from breathing patterns, it comes from, of course, definitions and associations, the way we relate to the outer world. But the idea is that when we change our diet, that's about 60% of the problem many times. Many times people that come to me that I'm coaching that say that they're depressed, if I ask them what their diet's like, they just kind of eat whatever. They kind of eat processed foods or they kind of eat very heavy meats. The idea is what we have to become aware of is what we're putting into our body, because literally what we put into our body is becoming a part of us. If we are eating acidic or we're eating and we're in an acidic type state, we're going to attract more negative situations that resonate with that acidic type state. So this is what I encourage you to do, to simply have the body awareness for what you are putting into your body. You can tell this by when you eat. Do you feel energized or do you feel like you have to take a nap? It's one of the sure ways. I remember at the job I used to have back in the day when I had a job and I had to work I worked at Barney's, New York for years. I remember lunch break, if I went out with coworkers and we went to some restaurant or something, came back, felt really tired, and it was always from eating pastas, eating gluten or some type of grain, and that would weigh me down for 3 hours after I ate. Now, the difference is now I eat much healthier, and I like to eat a lot of, nutrient-rich, dense foods. I like to eat a lot of greens, and because I do that, when I eat, I actually feel more energized afterwards, and I listen to my body in that way. So be aware of what you're eating. Understand there is a correlation between what you put into your body and how you feel, what you put into your body and how your brain is able to work, whether it's working at an optimal level or it's working and it feels a little bit cloudy. There's power, and of course check with your doctor for this, but there is power in fasting. Every now and then I'll fast for a little bit. Normally, actually, throughout my day, what I do is I get up every morning, I film 3 videos, just like I'm doing right now, and then what I do is I edit, I get all my work done within the first 5 or 6 hours of my day, and then I go and I eat my breakfast. So I know that some people call that intermittent fasting. I find that I'm very mentally, like a lot of mental clarity when I do that. So personally, that's why I do it. But I recommend that maybe if you are used to always eating and having that kind of stimulation, to maybe check with your doctor and see if you can fast for, a little bit every day, or just, once every couple months or something like that, and find the mental clarity that comes with it. There's so much mental clarity that can come. But the main benefit of this video is really encouraging you to be aware of what you're putting into your body and understand that if you put nutrient-rich, dense food into your body, that's going to affect your brain in a very powerful way. Our subconscious mind is what runs our life experience. And if we're putting food into it that's not able to make it run at an optimal level, then that's going to have an effect over all the different areas of our life. And that's something that I think that's the missing key for so many people, is understanding the subconscious mind. And by the way, there is a free guided meditation hypnosis in the description box on reprogramming the subconscious mind that shows you those 3 ways that we are being, how we think, how we feel, and how we act, how to amplify those so that we resonate with what we want. I'm going to put that right in the description box for you guys. You can download it and listen to it every night before you go to bed. And it's about really just knowing that our subconscious mind is going to rule most of our life, and over 90% of it. And the way that we can really become aware of it is by having what's called metacognition, being aware of what we're doing, being aware of what we're thinking, being aware of what we're putting into our body, and how when we put certain foods into our body, how that's making us feel. If we put more acidic foods in our body, we might find that we're starting to attract negative synchronicity. We might see that we resonate with more toxic type people. We might resonate with toxic type TV shows. That's all resonance. And in order to change the resonance, we must first change ourselves on the inside, and we can do that by eating the right kind of foods, understanding that's affecting our state of being, and that as we feel more energized, we will start to resonate with better things. I've changed my diet. I feel like it's really changed my life. Mainly the big shift I had was probably 6 years ago. I started eating a lot healthier. I haven't eaten fast food in so many years. And from there, it's just gotten a little bit healthier because I felt better, and realized that at first it might seem hard, right? You might start eating healthy, and it might seem hard for you to do because it's like your mind doesn't enjoy it as much because we don't associate pleasure with eating it. We enjoy more of the stimulation of the deep fried foods and all the other, different sugars and all that stuff. But here's the thing. When you change up your diet, over time, it's like you start to enjoy what you're eating. You start to find more pleasure in the simple things. If you eat a piece of fruit, it tastes like candy. If you eat healthy foods, it's just, your taste buds really do change. And you start to enjoy it, and then you have more energy, then you feel better, and it's just a self-loop. If you might notice that anytime maybe you feel like you resonate with toxic type foods, then you also might resonate with other type of synchronicity in your life or other type of people. But if you change that, everything begins to change. So I encourage you to be aware of what you put into your body. Understand that as you have that meta-level awareness, that metacognition for what you're thinking when you eat certain foods, for how you feel when you eat certain foods, that then you can start to resonate with how you prefer to be. There's an intimate correlation with what you put into your body to how you feel, with what you put into your body and how your brain works. And as you become more aware of that, you radically change your life. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, hit that little notification gear so you're able to see daily videos that I do. Also, that free PDF, that free MP3 that you can listen to right before you go to bed is in the description box waiting for you guys. And other than that, I will see you guys on the next vid. Peace, much love, namaste.